Hi, this is Zubin Vevaina from A to Z Graphology. This is the fourth video out of 6 that are going to be guidelines on how you can redesign your signature. Remember, it is just a guideline, and if you want a personal understanding of how you can use your signature for your advantage, do connect with me personally. This fourth concept is quite interesting and it's called the underscore or the underline below a signature. So if somebody is signing, the line that they draw below the signature shows confidence, shows a level of visibility. Certainly, an underline below a signature increases its visibility, which shows a certain power or a certain power of authority. Now, is this part of a signature where the line is going across and below the signature, is it good or bad? Let's understand a concept. When does a person require confidence or require to show confidence is generally at the starting of a work or a new opportunity, a new job, a new career, a new school life. There's a bit of confidence required, especially if you're a person starting a new career and you know what you have to do but you're slightly hesitant. That time this underline will show and give a boost to your personality. It certainly is an advantage. But later on, let's say you become expert at what you do. If you're a doctor getting 10 years experience in your medical field, doing only one surgery last 10 years, then I'm not sure whether you require confidence yet to do what you're so used to doing. So if you're a professional just starting work or a student just starting something new, the underline is an advantage. But if you're a professional having good experience in the work that you do and you've got immense knowledge and immense control over your personality while you perform, I'm not sure whether you really require this underline. If you feel like it, there's no problem. An experienced person having an underline is no problem. But it certainly shows that he's not reached the peak of his ability where now confidence is no longer an issue. So consider your experience in life and then understand this part of the signature. Sometimes people draw a underline like this, a zigzag. A zigzag underscore normally shows hesitation or confusion. So if you're doing zigzag, it's not really recommended, and just a simple plain line across and just below the signature would be fine. Now there's one question which came up earlier in one of the comments in my videos, and I wanted to answer to that query. What if a person has a lower zone in his signature? Does he cut across it with the line or does he not do it at all? So let's take for example, there's a person named Eden Alright, so let's take a person named Eden Giggle. Sorry that I couldn't think of another surname, but this surname represents the letter G, the lower zone. So keep that in mind while I explain it to you. If she signs it across with a line, now you have a question. Is it good to cross through the letters or should you leave them blank? So you've got three options. One is to cut across. One is to have something called as segmented underscore, or you can just draw underneath it all across. Option 1 is not really recommended, but it's not really a bad thing either way. If you're crossing over a point in the letter structure, crossovers mean argument or questioning ability. So your confidence is going to question certain abilities depending on the letter that you cross. So is it bad or good? We don't really know, but it's not really advisable to cut the letters, but if it's done, there's no problem. The second option is quite useful actually. You can have the underscore in two parts. Underline where the line is going to reach up to the point where the lower zone is, and then you can continue later on ahead. The third option is where you just draw one single line way below the signature so that it doesn't cut across any part of the signature. But now if you observe that the underline is quite low and quite away from the signature, so you will have to judge, are you okay with this underscore being very far away but has one clean sweep, or do you want it to be midway and have a gap, a segmentation, or do you just want to cut across and go through it as usual? Remember, there's no really big disadvantage for cutting across, but there have been certain experiences through my signature analysis techniques where we've seen that certain people get into trouble when they cut across certain letter structures. So it would be good if you avoid it, but there's no real big harm if you do it. So this is the concept number 4. Next video will explain to you the 5th concept of how you can improve or enhance your signature.